പൊന്നരിവാൾ അമ്പിളിയില് കണ്ണെറിയുന്നോളെ ആമരത്തിൻ പൂന്തണലില് വാടി നിൽക്കുന്നോളേ വാടി നിൽക്കുന്നോളേ പൊന്നരിവാളമ്പിളിയില് കണ്ണെറിയുന്നോളെ ആമരത്തിൻ പൂന്തണലില് വാടി നിൽക്കുന്നോളെ പൊന്നരിവാളമ്പിളിയില് കണ്ണെറിയുന്നോളെ ആമരത്തിൻ പൂന്തണലില് വാടി നിൽക്കുന്നോളെ വാടി നിൽക്കുന്നോളെ. So this happens to be a special song not only in the hearts of many Malayalis across the world for being one of the most popular drama songs in that arena, but also in the perspective of being the great Devaraja Master's first composition ever in the drama Ningal Enne Communist Aki in 1951. And so this song has a lot of special meaning, especially in the relevance of the times at that point in Kerala, in a social and political way, and it's also musical way as well. So this song is based on the classical raga of Shankarabharanam. So Shankarabharanam is essentially the C major scale in Western music, just sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. And then the equivalent of that in Hindustani music happens to be Bilawal. Sa re ga ma pa da ni sa sa ni da pa ma ga re sa. So yeah, both of them are the same thing essentially. So for Shankarabharanam, Devaraja Mash in this particular song, he took the classical component out of it, but he didn't make the song completely lively. So you can see that by the opening lines of the song itself. So പൊന്നരിവാൾ അമ്പിളിയില് കണ്ണെറിയുന്നോളെ ആമരത്തിൻ. There you can see the Carnatic really does have its influence on the tune itself. I mean, it's based on a classical raga like Shankarabharanam in Carnatic, but otherwise it's still a very light song, and that's the genius of Devaraja Master in many ways. He took the best out of both arenas of music in Kerala at that point, which was Carnatic music and also lighter music, and he blended the two in such a way, even with the lyrics, that it was relevant at that time, and it's still popular right now. So regarding Devaraja Master, he's one of my most favorite music directors, if not my most favorite music director of all time in India. And the reason for this is that what I find particularly interesting about him as a musician is the fact that he was not only just a great music director, one of the best music directors ever across southern India, but he was also a fantastic Carnatic vocalist at the same time as well. Before he became a mainstream music director in films and plays and etc., he actually used to be a very popular Carnatic music vocalist amongst people in Kerala, and he also actually used to perform at the end of his concerts poems like Ponnerival Ambilil or Tunjam Parambila Tatte, and he used to use his own creations at the end of other concerts. That's what distinguished him as a Carnatic vocalist as well. And so one particular thing about a lot of his compositions is the fact that he might be, with all due respect to every other great musician in Malayalam music, he might be the musician with who has used the most amount of classical based ragas. So he's used Shankarabharanam in its lightest form, Ponnerival Ambilil, or he's used it in almost like a Western sort of music way, like not it's still in the Shankarabharanam notes, but he uses that C major scale to its best in Western music with a song like മാണിക്യ വീണയുമായൻ മനസ്സിൻ്റെ താമരപ്പൂവിലുണർന്നവളെ പാടുകില്ലേ വീണമീട്ടുകില്ലേ നിന്റെ വേദന എന്നോട് ചൊല്ലുകില്ലേ ഒന്നും മിണ്ടുകില്ലേ. But yeah, he took for that. There's still that raga part, but he used that a sense of the C major scale in West. It's almost a Western fielder more than an Indian classical fielder compared to Ponneri Valambiril. But yeah.
So what's the other songs that you like about Devarajam?
So Devarajam Master, some of his other creations that I like. I mean, he has so many different songs that he's done over 350. 400 odd movies that he's done in Malayalam itself alone, not to mention a handful in Tamil and Kannada as well. But some of my favorite songs of his in Malayalam include Arikil നീയുണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിലെന്നു ഞാൻ ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി. So this is such a beautiful song written by the great O.N.V. Kurup and sang by the great Yeshudas. So this is just one fun fact about this song is the fact that for the opening lines of Arikil, it's reported that the great Devaraja Master took around 1.5 or 1 weeks just to tune the Arikil, just that part. So, it really gives you a perspective into how much sheer dedication, hard work those legends like him and others put into their craft at that point of time. And yeah, this song is based in Harikamboji Raga. So Harikamboji, its equivalent in Hindustani is Khamaj. So Khamaj and Harikamboji are similar to Shankarabharanam. They have every note of Shankarabharanam and Bilawal except that Ni. That Nishadam is different. So in Shankarabharanam or Bilawal it's Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa. But in Khamaj or Harikamboji is Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. So that Ni Sa Sa Re Ga Ma Pa Da Ni Sa Sa Ni Da Pa Ma Ga Re Sa. So the way Harikamboji or Khamaj, mainly Harikamboji since it's based off Carnatic music and a lot of Malayalam film music songs are based off Carnatic music. So for here we'll just refer to the Carnatic term of the Harikamboji. So for Harikamboji, Devaraja Master is used beautifully here with a special line. Itittu veezhum nee tullidan sangeetham Sarigama pa da 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 ni 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 da pa ma ga ma pa ഹൃത്തന്തികളിൽ പടർന്ന നേരം സരിഗമ പദ നീ 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 ദനീദ കാതരയായൊരു പക്ഷിയിൻ ജാലക വാതിലിൻ ചാരേ ചിലച്ച നേരം വാതിലിൻ ചാരേ ചിലച്ച നേരം ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി. Even in the small parts like va Sarigama pa pa da ni da pa da ma Sarigama pa da ni da pa ma ga re ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി. അരികിൽ നീ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നെങ്കിലെന്നു ഞാൻ ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി. ഒരു മാത്ര വെറുതെ നിനച്ചുപോയി. So yeah, that's how this beautiful song is based on Rag Khamaj. And then probably my most favorite song of Devaraja Master is Ragamalika. നാദ ബ്രഹ്മത്തിൻ സാഗരം നീന്തി വരും നാഗസുന്ദരിമാരേ സപ്തസ്വരങ്ങളെ സംഗീത സരസിലെ ശബ്ദമരാളങ്ങളെ സാക്ഷാൽ നാദ ബ്രഹ്മത്തിൻ സാഗരം നീന്തി വരും നാഗസുന്ദരിമാരേ. So the Pallavi of this song is based on Kalyani, and Kalyani, he's used in so many other songs too. Kalyani is one of his favorite ragas, but his most favorite raga perhaps is Mohanam, or Bhupali as it's known in Hindustani music. As Mohanam, he's used in around 50-60 odd songs around, including from Swargaputri, Navaratri, സ്വർണം പതിച്ച നിൻ സ്വരമണ്ഡപത്തിലെ സോപാനഗായകനാക്കൂ എന്നെ നീ സ്വർഗപുത്രി നവരാത്രി. Or he could even use a really light song like മാമ്പൂ വിരിയുന്ന രാവുകളിൽ മാതളം പൂക്കുന്ന രാവുകളിൽ ഞാനൊരു പൂ തേടിപ്പോയി ആരും കാണാത്ത പൂ തേടിപ്പോയി. That goes into Mohana Kalyani as well. A lot of ways he's also used Mohana Kalyani as well with songs like കായാമ്പൂ കണ്ണിൽ വിടരും കമലദളം കവിളിൽ വിടരും അനുരാഗവതീ നിൻ ചുടികളിൽ നിൻ ആലിപ്പഴം പൊഴിയും. So the actual song is definitely has a Mohanam feeling to it, but the background music, especially in the right before the charanam, that's Tivrama, right? That's what's used in Kalyani. And basically Mohana Kalyani or Shuddha Kalyan has the aro of what do you call Mohanam and Bhupali, but in the Avarohanam, in the descending order, it has the notes of Kalyani or Yaman. So Sarega Pada Sa Sanida Pa Magare Sar. So that's how Devaraja Master used Mohana Kalyani in some of his songs in a very clever way. Amongst that, one of my other favorite songs of his is based on the raga of Kapi, or Pilu as it's known as its Hindustani equivalent. Sanyasini, Sanyasini, നിൻ പുണ്യാശ്രമത്തിൽ ഞാൻ സന്ധ്യ പുഷ്പവുമായി വന്നു. ആരും തുറക്കാത്ത പൂമുഖവാതിലിൽ അന്യനെ പോലെ ഞാൻ നിന്നു. സന്യാസിനി ഓ So that's another beautiful, beautiful song by Devaraja Master and written by the great Vayalar, and again sung by the great Yeshdas sir. And one of my other favorite songs of Devaraja Master is based on the raga of Charukesi. പുലരിത്തു മഞ്ഞു തുള്ളിയിൽ പുഞ്ചിരിട്ടു പ്രപഞ്ചം ഭാരം താങ്ങാനരുതാതെ നീർമണി വീണുടഞ്ഞു. So essentially with Charukesi as a raga, he's actually this is the quintessential genius of a composer like Devaraja Master. He used Charukesi in two songs, very common amongst Malayalis, the one being the latter that I aforementioned, Pulittu Manjutulli, that's based on Charukesi as well. But he's also used it in a folk-based composition like കാറ്റടിച്ചു കൊടും കാറ്റടിച്ചു. So those are both based on Charukesi, but it's such a classical raga. But in Pularittu Manju Thullil, he took a more lighter approach. But with Kattadichu, there's a folk influence, perhaps coming from his rustic background and growing up in Padavur and everything. So yeah. And also, one of the main reasons I do like Devaraja Master and appreciate him a lot and his music as well is the fact that he used many rare ragas that you wouldn't commonly find in Malayalam music and might have perhaps introduced Malayali people to those ragas particularly, especially with songs like Chakravartini Ninakku Njan Ende Shilpagopuram തുറന്നു പുഷ്പപാദുകം പുറത്തു വയ്ക്കു നീ നഗ്നപാദയായകത്തു വരൂ ചക്രവർത്തിനി. So Kedar goes this way normally. Samamagapa ma padani sa sanidapa ma marisa rana sarisa. So the way Devaraja Master used Kedar, not Hamir Kalyani. Hamir Kalyani is the equivalent of Kedar in Carnatic, but Devaraja Master has said that he used specifically Kedar in itself, its own beauty as a raga, and Chakravartini is through this. So the main chalan of the main specialty or chalan of Kedar is so he uses in this part of Chakravartini. Shilpagopuram turannu rana. So yeah, that's how he uses Chakravartini. Salabhanjikagal kaikalil kusumatalamendi varavelkum പഞ്ചലോഹമണി മന്ദിരങ്ങളിൽ മൺവിളക്കുകൾ പൂക്കും ദേവസുന്ദരികൾ കൺകളിൽ പ്രണയദാഹമോടെ നടമാടും ചൈത്ര പത്മനലമണ്ഡപങ്ങളിൽ രുദ്രവീണകൾ പാടും താനേ പാടും ചക്രവർത്തിനി. And Devaraja Master was also renowned for his... So Kedar is a Hindustani raga, and another way how he used Kedar is also through this beautiful song. അഷ്ടമുടി കായലിലെ അന്നനടത്തോണിയിലെ ചിന്നക്കിളി ചിങ്കാരക്കിളി ചൊല്ലുമോ എന്നെ നിനക്കിഷ്ടമാണോ ഇഷ്ടമാണോ. So the same notes, the opening notes of Chakravartini, Chakravartini, is the same as Ashtamudi Kayalile Papada Pasanirisa. It's the same notes. Pada Pasa Papada Pasa. That's for Chakravartini, and then for Ashtamudi Kayalile Papada Pasanirisa Papada Pasanirisa. So that's how both songs different from each other in its styles, but still both beautiful melodies based on the beautiful raga of Kedar. Then afterwards, Devaraja Master, another way, he used the beautiful Hindustani raga of Miyaki Malhar, which is somewhat similar to Vrindavani Sarang, but still has his differences through the phrase മരപാ and in Innenikku Pottukuttan, he uses that raga beautifully. Innenikku Pottukuttan Sandhyagal chalichu Sinduram Innenikku Kannezhudan Vinnile nakshatra Mashikudu. Even that sargam that he includes completely shows where Miyaki Malhar is in the particular song. Marpa mapani marpa ngamani sari mabani dani sa innenikku Pottukuttan. So yeah, that's how Devaraja Master used Miyaki Malhar, and amongst that he used many rare ragas. Devaraja Master used many rare ragas like Punnagavarali in songs like Tekkunkuradiadin. He used many rare ragas, and that's why he used probably the most number of ragas, like I mentioned before, amongst any other Malayalam film musician in film music in its songs.
And I get a lot of questions that why don't you speak in Malayalam, because this audience is Malayali, people from Kerala, so why don't you speak in Malayalam? The reason I always tell was actually, even though you sing in Malayalam, but you have a thick accent while you speak Malayalam. But I think people do want to hear your Malayalam accent speaking style.
Okay, alright, sure, yeah. So, നമസ്കാരം, എൻ്റെ പേര് നവനീതാണ്. ഞാൻ മലയാളം അത്ര നന്നായിട്ട് സംസാരിക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല, but എനിക്ക് കുറച്ചെല്ലാം whether my dad or my mom says it, whether അച്ഛമ്മ പറഞ്ഞിട്ടെങ്കിലും എനിക്ക് മനസ്സിലാവാൻ പറ്റും കുഴപ്പമില്ലാണ്ട്. So yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, basically എൻ്റെ മലയാളം അത്ര നല്ലതല്ല, എനിക്ക് ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം, എനിക്ക് കുറേ ഉണ്ട് ഇമ്പ്രൂവ് ചെയ്യണം അത് ആ ഫീൽഡിന്. പക്ഷേ I understand it fluently for the most part.